You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still like dust, I'll rise. Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you beset with gloom just 'cause I walk as if I have oil wells pumping in my living room?
Maya Angelou is one of the most influential and revolutionary voices of our time. Born Marguerite Anderson on April 4, 1928 in St. Louis, Missouri, Angelou was raised by her grandmother in a racially prejudiced and discrimination-driven stance. During her life, Angelou's talents and achievements were endless. A celebrated poet, novelist, dramatist, filmmaker, historian, and civil rights activist, Angelou had it all.
Just like suns and like moons, with the certainty of tides, just like hope springing high, still I rise.
Maya Angelou wrote 7 biographies in total, but not quite as famous as her first, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. She recites her troubled childhood from being racially discriminated in her grandmother's city to being sexually abused at the age of 7 by her mother's boyfriend, which led to her being a virtual mute for years. The book made literary history when it became the first non-fiction bestseller by an African-American woman.
Did you want to see me broken? Bowed head and lowered eyes, shoulders falling down like teardrops, weakened by my soulful cries. Does my sassiness upset you? Don't take it so hard just 'cause I laugh. As if I have gold mines digging in my own backyard.
Despite her embarrassment of riches, Maya Angelou could simply be remembered for what a beautiful and wonderful woman she was. From bringing her son into the world at just 17 to dedicating her life to making the world a more peaceful place. Civil rights activist and close friend of Angelou's, Martin Luther King, was assassinated on her birthday in 1968. Angelou refused to celebrate her birthday for years afterwards and sent flowers to King's widow, Coretta, for more than 30 years until Coretta's death in 2006.
You can shoot me with your words. You can cut me with your lies. You can kill me with your hatefulness. But just like life, I'll rise. Does my sexiness offend you? Oh, does it come as a surprise that I dance as if I have diamonds at the meeting of my thighs?
I first read I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings when I was about 14. And obviously at 14 you don't really know what's going on. You just kind of part by school, but it's one of those books that just inspires you, and then you'll never be able to forget it for as long as you live, and I don't think I will. And it's one of those books that you're just going to reread and reread and reread and then maybe read again, and then you just never get bored of it because she speaks in such a way, it just draws you in and just makes you think like, wow.
Out of the huts of history's shame I rise. Up from a past rooted in pain I rise. A black ocean leaping and wide, welling and swelling, I bear in the tide. Leaving behind nights of terror and fear, I rise. Into a daybreak miraculously clear, I rise. Bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave. I am the hope and the dream of the slave. And so, naturally, there I go rising.